If you love beautiful, budget-friendly Christmas decor, you're going to love today's decoupage video. In this video, I'm transforming simple items into beautiful Christmas home decor using decoupage techniques that you won't want to miss. So we're starting with our first one. These are the items that I'll be using for this. And these are the paints, folk art linen tulle, and classic green. Now the plate has a beautiful white background or white surface. You don't need to necessarily paint yours if your napkin has a white background. I am painting it this color because the tissue paper has that beige looking background. And then I dried it, applied some Mod Podge to the surface, and then placed the tissue paper over that. And here I am just using a little bit more Mod Podge to hold down the edges. And then I took the file and just filed off the excess in a downward motion. I also painted my little wood blank with the classic green, but after I painted it, I said, no, this was too green. So I changed the color using some of the linen tulle and the dry chippy brush and just went across the surface in the same direction. And then after that dried, I just cut out a piece of the poinsettia from the tissue paper. Next, I took the multi-surface Mod Podge, and here I am just applying that to the wood blank. And then I took my black ink pad and just went around the edge of our wood blank to distress that a little bit to make it pop. To add the wood blank to the plate, I'm gonna use a bottle cap. So I glued that down using some hot glue. And why I'm gluing this down is because I want to elevate the wood plank. I didn't want it laying too flat on the surface. But before I put that down, I applied some multi-surface Mod Podge to seal it. And now I'm ready to glue down my wood plank. So I added some hot glue to the top of the bottle cap, a little at the tail of the saucer or the plate, and then just glue down the wood plank. And for further embellishment, I glued down a little burlap bow and flipped it over, added a piece of ribbon for hanging, glued down the end of the ribbon with a piece of canvas, and this one is done. And I made 2 of them. This video is a part of the Paper to Project Christmas in July challenge hosted by Gwen over at Home with Gigi, and we were tasked to create any Christmas inspired project using any type of paper. Gwen's channel will be linked in the description box below, as well as the playlist. Be sure to check her out when you get done watching this video. For this one, I'll be using this beautiful 5x7 frame that I picked up at the Dollar Tree, and this beautiful napkin that came from my friend Katie over at Lady Red Crafting, and this piece of canvas that I got from the canvas pad, also from the Dollar Tree. So that needed to be ironed out a little bit, so I took my heat press and ironed that out. And now I'm just using the water technique to separate the napkin, just to take off one panel, which I'll be using. So now I remove the tag or the wrapping from my frame and remove or ease off the little hooks at the back. Took out the glass, clean that down. You want to make sure that you clean your glass properly. You don't want any finger smudges on it when you put it back in. So now I took the insert and I'm tracing off or cutting off a piece of the canvas, because that's where we're going to be decoupaging or napkin onto. I'm prepping the surface or prepping the frame, just using a little antique wax and a piece of sponge and just going over that. And once that was done, I am now adding some Mod Podge. Want to do this and get that out the way. While that dries, then we're going to work on our napkin. So here I'm removing the ply that we don't want to use. Make sure to remove the second ply from your napkin. And then I place that down on my canvas, and I'm using here the Mod Podge multi-surface again. You can use regular Mod Podge if you have that. This one came from Plaid. Use a fan brush to apply that, and I am applying a lot because the canvas is porous and it is just drinking up the Mod Podge. So once I had enough down, went over the surface with the fan brush just to press that in. And now I'm adding a piece of saran wrap just to help me with further securing that. This is optional. You don't have to use saran wrap and brayer. You can just use your dryer, your heat press, and a piece of parchment paper to do that. Just like you see me doing here. And then once that was done, I thought, what am I saying? I thought it needed a little more distressing, so I took the same sponge I was using earlier with a little of the antique wax and just went across just to distress that a little bit, not too much. So then I placed my glass back in, trimmed down the canvas a little bit because a little piece was hanging off. Once I got that done, I'm gonna glue this on the same insert that came from our frame. Friends, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I am so happy that you are here. If you've been coming for a while and have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? I am finally at 5,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much for getting me to this goal. I truly appreciate all of you. You make this channel what it is. So like, share, subscribe, and hype if you see that hype button. Any action that you take on the video signals to YouTube that you enjoy the content, and they will push it out to more viewers like yourself. And this one is done. Let me know what you think about this one, my friends. For this one, we'll be using these gift tags. I got this at Walmart last Christmas, post-Christmas sale. That's the best time to buy your Christmas stuff, after Christmas. And I got these printables that I created in Canva for myself. So I'm just going to use the reverse side of our gift tags, not interfering with the printed side. I don't necessarily need to interfere with that side. I just need to put something on the back. Because for me, I like to use the back of my stuff because it's more real estate, right? I love double-sided projects. So once I cut that down, glued it on with the school glue, it was a little short, so I'm just using a piece of brown paper just to make up that difference. And then I folded that over, trimmed it down, use the ink pad to distress the edge, punch 2 holes back into or reopen the hole that was there before, that was now covered with the brown paper. Added back my little strips of ribbon, and this is done, my friends. Very easy. You can use this as ornament, you gift tag, whatever you choose to use this as. I think it can be used as gift tags. So I replaced the ribbon and just use a little hot glue to tack down the 2 ends together to form a loop. And then to seal my paper, I'm just adding some Mod Podge to that. And this is done, friends. Let me know what you think about this one. So this next one is really a hack. Have you ever purchased toilet paper with fancy wrapping on the outside? Well, we're going to be wrapping our toilet paper with some napkin. So I took 2 plies or 2 napkin, and I'm using 2 because one was not wide enough. And I'm just laying that down, wrapping around the napkin. And you can use a little hot water, not hot water. What am I talking about? You can use a little hot, there I go again. You can use a little water to hold the napkin down. But if that doesn't work, then you can just use a little dab of hot glue to glue the end of the napkin down in place. You can do this for Christmas, you can do this for fall. So there I used the napkin. Here I am using the tissue paper. I got this pack of tissue paper from the Dollar Tree, and we're going to be using the green one since we already have a fancy floral one that we just did. I'm going to be using one sheet of the tissue paper, and this is very thin, but it's wide enough to give me full coverage when I wrap the toilet paper. Again, my friend, if you are coming over from any of the other channels and this is your first time to this channel, welcome. I am so happy that you decided to join me here today. If you think you found value in this video and you would love to subscribe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you are notified every time that I upload new content. And this is done. Here we have 2 of them. And this is what they look like before, just 3 rolls of toilet paper, and now they're fully wrapped. You will never look at your plain old toilet paper the same way after you see this video. I think they look quite stunning. I want to give a shout out to one of my sweet subscribers, Harriet. I sent her some napkins earlier this year and she sent me a picture of what she made with those napkins. Harriet, your creation looks so beautiful. Thank you for sharing your photo with me. Now here is our scripture for today, Deuteronomy 28, 13 and 14. Reading the scriptures is a part of what we do on this channel. It says, the Lord will make you the head and not the tail, if you pay attention to the commands of the Lord your God that I give you this day and carefully follow them. You will always be at the top, never at the bottom. Do not turn aside from any of the commands I give you today, to the right or to the left, following other gods and serving them. Come on, somebody. Hey, if you are the head and not the tail, shout out down below. Now here is our final reveal. Let me know which one of these was your favorite today. Don't forget to check out my friend Gwen's channel down below as well as the playlist. I am sure you will find lots of inspiration there for Christmas in July or even for Christmas in December, whichever time you choose to decorate for Christmas. Let me know which one of these was your favorite, my friends. And if you have not yet subscribed, now would be a great time to do so. If you enjoy the content and you would love to see more like this, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you know every time that I upload new content. To check out more decoupage inspiration, you can watch this video right here, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!